I'm tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. The other kind of tired. There's a scene in Batman. Bruce Wayne looks at Alfred and says, I'm tired, Alfred.
Master Bruce? Are you all right, sir?
I'm tired, Alfred.
Well, I sure.
Not because he didn't sleep, not because he'd had a long day. He was tired of carrying everything. Tired of pretending that he was okay. Tired of putting on the mask every single day. And I think a lot of us understand that feeling. There are different kinds of tired. There's the gym tired. There's the work tired. Then there's constantly feeling tired. Smiling when you don't feel like smiling tired. Explaining yourself tired. Waiting tired. Crying tired. Hoping tired. That's the kind people don't notice. Because you can still laugh, still go outside, still post, still look completely normal, and still be exhausted. Maybe that's why I'm wearing a Deadpool t-shirt today. Because if there's one character who's mastered hiding pain, that's him. Every 5 seconds, another joke, another sarcastic comment, another fourth wall break. Everybody laughs, but underneath all that was someone who was hurting. That's what I love about Deadpool. People think he's funny, but most of his jokes aren't there because life is funny. They are there because sometimes laughing hurts less than admitting you are broken. Humor becomes armor. And honestly, I think we've all done that at some point. I think we spend so much time trying to convince people that we are okay, that eventually we start trying to convince ourselves too. We keep saying, I'll be fine. Just one more week after the project, after this exam, after I achieve this goal. But life keeps giving you another mountain, another deadline, another responsibility, another reason to keep pushing. And something along the way, you forget what resting actually feels like. But here's something I've realized: being tired doesn't mean you should stop. Sometimes it means you have been carrying too much alone. Those are two very different things. I have always found it interesting that some of my most favorite superheroes have always one thing in common. They're all tired. Batman looks at Alfred and simply says, I'm tired, Alfred. Not because he wants to quit, but because carrying this weight of everything eventually catches up to you. Then there's Spider-Man. There are moments where he feels completely exhausted after fighting for what feels like forever.
I can hear the scream starting again even as I hang up the phone. And I know it's him, drawing me out again. And I think, am I that predictable? I'm tired. I've been fighting this guy for nearly 12 hours straight. I haven't had anything to eat or drink. And he's not even tired. But I am. I'm hurt, and I'm tired, and I want to go home, and I want to sleep, and I don't want to be here, and I think, can I let this one go? Can I let it be someone else's problem? Just for a minute, so I can rest. No, I can't. But I wish I could. God, but I wish I could.
He's bruised, barely able to stand. Every muscle is telling him to stop. But then, someone still needs him. And somehow, he gets back up. Not because he's fearless, not because he's not tired, but because he has great power and great responsibility. And giving up would cost someone else. And then there's Superman. In the recent film, people question him, betray him, misunderstand him, push him to his limits. There are moments when you can see his exhaustion on his face, yet he never lets hope disappear. He still chooses kindness, he still chooses to help, he still believes people are worth saving. Maybe that's what makes them heroes. Not the cape, not the power, not the gadgets. It's the fact that they are tired and they still choose to keep going anyway. That doesn't mean you have to ignore your own pain. Master Bruce admitted he was tired. Peter kept getting back up, even when every part of him was and wanted to stay down. Kal-El kept believing, even when the world gave him several reasons to not. Maybe real strength is not pretending that you're never exhausted. Maybe it's admitting you are tired and choosing what's next. So, if you're tired today, that doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Rest if you need to. Laugh if it helps. Talk if you're ready. Just don't let being tired convince you that you've reached the end. Because sometimes the strongest people aren't the ones who never get exhausted. They're the ones who quietly get back up. One more time.